I don't want to, but I'm gonna try. When she left me, yeah, died a little bit inside. You know, maybe things are gonna be alright. 'Cause I just wanna see the light.
It's Tia
Yeah, I just wanna
Dude
see the
Showtime!
light.
And they're on in a great time. But I know which way to go, left or right. It's all eyes on the Ferrari. Stylo has done the impossible. This is the move. This is the moment.
And that puts Rapture on the podium.
But it's this man who comes home victorious. It's Red Bull. It's who wins. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another week of Moose Racing League Tier 1 action. Oh my golly gee. Am I stoked to be joining you guys here today from the Sin City. We're here in Vegas, baby, for an amazing race around this crazy circuit. I am so stoked to have you guys here today. My name is Puncher. You guys all probably know me. Unfortunately, my co-commentator, Mr. Andy, there he is, right here, should be here. It's not here today, big sad, but that's okay. We're gonna be having a blast here today. We're gonna have a ton of fun. I'm really excited to see you guys here for this race. Now, we've got some pretty crazy action that's gonna be happening here tonight, and I think you guys are in for a treat if last week is any indication as to what this week is gonna be. If you guys remember, last week it all ended quite dramatically on the final few laps with some collisions and crazy stuff happening at the very end that totally changed the podium and winning finishing order. However, Arcadia, I mean, he was just lights out all week last week, all race. He just absolutely killed it, and I was stoked to see him get his first win here in Moose Racing League. Super awesome for him. Now, for those of you guys that are just joining here today, this is Moose Racing League. This is Tier 1. We are the echelon, the upper echelon of our league racing here in Moose Racing League. It gets absolutely nasty here today. I expect the quality gaps to be really tight here around the circuit. Now, those of you guys that watch the race in real life, you guys already will know this, but we are at Las Vegas Grand Prix Circuit, which, if you guys don't know, is a 6.12 kilometer track, otherwise known as 3.803 miles, which is the important thing to note because it's all in miles here. This is the United States. Across 17 corners, just a little bit of elevation change, but it's very light. This is down the Las Vegas Strip and up around the Sphere and some of the other important artifacts here in Las Vegas. I will not be naming things off of corner names. I'll be naming them off of corner numbers because I don't want to call a corner Top Golf Corner, though it is pretty funny. We will be here naming things off of corner names in tonight's race. Now, usually this will be the moment where I can chat with Andy. We talk about some predictions for today's race and all that kind of stuff, but I'll give you guys mine. I expect a brand new winner for tonight. Now, I did get a little bit of notification in the chat that we just might have a little bit of rain coming here tonight. Let me double check to make sure that that is correct. But I did hear it might get wet in the race. I'm not sure if that's actually correct. It could just be one of our Tier 1 drivers being funny and memeing around. But if that does happen, you know, I would want that, honestly. I want it so bad. I'm not even gonna lie. I want it so bad. What I do also want is to see this quality session go down. And so I say we go ahead and jump in there and we take a look at what's going on in qualifying. How do you guys think about that one? I say, let's jump over there. Welcome, everybody, to the qualifying session here of Moose Racing League's Tier 1. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be heated. It's gonna be wild, I guarantee you. And I need to fix all this stuff so you guys can actually see what's going on. I don't think you guys care about the tire because they're all gonna be on the same tire. It's sad to see this empty box right next to me, though. Guys, I miss Andy already. Do you guys miss Andy? Because I miss Andy. I feel empty without him, you know what I mean? Maybe that's just me, but no, I don't think it is. If you guys had Andy by your side all the time, you would feel empty without him, too. It's just the bestest to have him around. But we're here nonetheless to go have a blast. I think that tonight is going to be pretty nuts. You know, we already have Xylo out there putting down a lap. I always, you know, see some pretty good performance from Xylo. Of course, he fought for a championship 2 seasons ago, lost it on the final race, and ever since then, it's been a bit of a, you know, a return to glory for him. You know, trying to find his way back up to the front of the pack here in Tier 1. It's gotten tight. Other drivers said, take a note at, I would say. Drix, I feel like he's going to be coming back with a vengeance. I have seen some pretty insane times from him in the time trials, like some really insane times. I believe he was about 2 or 3 tenths off of Jarno Otmir's best time. This is not even a joke. So, and Marcus Libs was just a 10th off of Drix. So the McLaren team looks pretty solid. I don't have everybody else obviously added as friends, so I can't see them all on my list. But it's insane. It's absolutely insane how tight they are. Xylo puts down a 31.371. That's a good lap to start off. That's a really good lap to start off. Wow. Are we going to see a 30? What do you think, guys? Are we going to see a 30? The fastest I've seen in time trial so far is a 30.6. I think at the very first lap is a 31.3. I say we get down to the 30s. I think we'll do it. Xylo obviously showing us how it's done out here. Let's go on to last week's race leader, Arcadia, as he comes across sector 2 marker right there, the 43.741. So far, pretty solid. He comes across sector 1 marker. Pretty decent first sector. Late braking, of course, wants to make sure he doesn't lock out the brakes, touch that inside curb, just barely brushes it, and then gets as wide as he can on the outside to use as much track as possible. Now, this track, the track limits and the bumps did get resurfaced during an update, which I'm very glad they did, because when we first ran this track last season, everybody was cutting that corner right there at turn 14. Oh, there goes Marcus Libs at a 31.2. Great lap from him. Everybody was cutting that corner there at turn 14, but now nobody's able to do it, and I'm very happy that that is that's how it's going right now. Oh, sorry, is it turn 12? 14, 15, it's turn 12, excuse me. Maybe 13, maybe 11. I think it's turn 12. Gosh, the numbers here are so confusing. But Arcadia will be coming across the line. They'll look quick, but not quite quick enough to get pole. He's at 31.620. Only 5 1,000ths of a second off of the next guy in front of him. Don't blink. The gaps are already tight. Xylo and Drix, 3 1,000ths of a second away from each other. It's crazy. Marcus Libs is just barely a 10th over Xylo. Yeah, the gaps are already right there. It's snaky and steak, 6 1,000ths of a second. It's already there, guys. What we wanted for our, what we come here for. The crazy gaps, the tight racing, the insane performance. We're already seeing it, and we're not even into this session hardly at all. We do have a Williams reserve driver for the team principal of Williams. Giants fan, unable to make it tonight, even though he's actually sitting quite pretty in the championship, which will really hurt his championship standings. But he's going to hope that Supply Raptor can help carry the team, though it won't be helping him on his individual points for his individual charge for the championship. Now, keep in mind, he's also trying to become, further cement his legacy as the most winningest driver here in Moose Racing League. Right now, he's running on 4 championships over his career, which is pretty insane. So crazy. This is nuts. Other than him, I want to go ahead and take a look at our good friend, Mr. Miniko, one of our commentators here in Moose Racing League, traditionally commentating Tier 2, just came back home from a trip, actually. So he is racing this off of not a whole ton of rest and relatively fatigued. So he's racing hard tonight. He's got a good work ethic, this guy does. Let's see what Miniko can do as he's coming across the Las Vegas Strip, hitting 220 miles an hour all the way to that large braking zone into turn 14. There's 15 and 16, the kinking left-right, left-handing compound corner that I like to call the pig's butt. And then he's about to hit the final corner right here, turn 17. This corner can make or break your lap, actually, but he does a good job to put down a 31.735, but still, that lap, only half a second off of pole, is only good enough for 9th right now. That's crazy. This is absolutely insane. These guys are maniacs. Now, Double A's is out on a lap. He's on out lap. Sketchy Bull is on a hot lap. Sketchy Bull having a bit of a rough season so far. You can see that actually that braking point right there, probably not the most ideal. Yeah, it cuts a little bit too tight. He's going on an in lap right here. This is not a hot lap for him. Let's go ahead and take a look at exactly how long he has on those tires. Yep, as they're old. Double A's is the one to pay attention to. See what he's got. On an out lap. Okay, guys in the chat. Hey, first off, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate y'all. You guys are amazing. Secondly, what are your predictions for tonight's race? A, do we see an upset winner? Do we see a return from one of our current winners for the season? That's the first question I'm curious about. And then B, if we do see an upset winner, who do you think it could be? You know, if I was to pick an upset winner for the night, I would say upset winner of somebody really wild. Maybe MV1. Could be R. Wolfer. This is Jason Bourne. Never know. Rich Sebi says Sebi DNF prediction. Hey, that's quite possible. I put that pretty high up. Says Bob's is gonna cook. Bob's even racing tonight? Am I blind? Deaf? Stupid? Dude, how did I not see him? I don't even see him on the list. Yeah, he's not on here. He's not racing, so Bob's ain't cooking. Oh, he is. Oh my gosh. I'm so blind, guys. Wow. Sign off. See you later. Bye-bye. That's so funny. We say Bob's gonna cook. Okay, you know, so far the Haas is looking pretty decent. That team, they're sitting in 6th and 8th. Don't blink and Bops, they're looking pretty solid. 9th and 10th, holding down by the Alpha Tauris of Minico and Cookie. Minico. If you're listening to this in the recording, I hope you change your name in Discord to Mini Cookie, because that's pretty good. It's a pretty good one. Oh, you could be listening to it live, because I just realized you're right here in the chat. Minico, Mini Cookie. Hello. This is what happens, guys, when I'm missing Andy. I get to waffling, and that's a little bit rough, guys. A little bit rough. Warn you in advance. Oh, we already have outlaps. Everybody's going out for their second run right now. Double A's, though, is on his first one. Let's see what he's got right here. Coming across the tight sector of the front hoof of the pig, as I like to call it. You guys will hear me consistently talk about this track as if it is a pig. This is the front hoof. Turn 1 is the back hoof. The stretch between turn 2 and turn 3 is the belly. He's on his way up to the nose. And hitting the nose of the pig. Braking while you're slightly turning. It's so awkward. Easy to lock up for sure, but he only locks just enough to be able to get some good rotation. And he puts the power back down. Starts flying down this stretch. He looks good so far. I like this lap so far from Double Ace. This could be a cooker. Could be rapidissimo. Only one way to find out as the lap continues to go on. But so far, it looks good. He is hitting a little bit of traffic, though. He's got a McLaren right in front of him. He's got to be careful. It's far enough ahead to the point it's not going to impede him, but... ooh, really extending all the track right there coming out of turn 16. And down to turn 17, the left kink through the start-finish line. Will he be fast? It's good. Really good. Not good enough for pole, but right there, touching distance of Marcus Libs, who is currently starting a lap. Wow, a 31.351 from Double A's. He's starting off in style tonight. He'll only get 2 runs tonight, though. I think he's playing it smart by saving as much tire as he possibly can. That's one thing that's tough about these short quality sessions, especially Vegas. There's a decent chance for a lot of safety cars, right? So you got to be really smart about how you use your tires. You got to be really smart. Xylo at 31.137, already putting down a pretty impressive time. That's a response to Double A's and Marcus Libs, who were currently in front of him prior to that. But Marcus Libs right now up potentially on his sum. I actually don't know. Haven't seen yet. He is up, but only just 2/100ths of a second up on his best time. So we can do. Bop's still sitting in 6th. Looking pretty solid. Not too bad, but I think he probably has more to give on that one. He's done with that lap right there. It's pretty solid. Back to Marcus Libs. Oh, mistake from Marcus Libs. He's going to slow it down, charge up, and be done. We missed the mistake. It looks like it was probably going into the snout. Unfortunate for him. Drix, though, doesn't seem to be mistaken at all. It looks like he is on a lap, and a hot one at that. He'll be coming up across his teammate near the end of the start-finish straight. Let's hope his teammate gets out of the way for him just the right moment. His teammate's actually going to stay to the left side. He will. Give him the run. Drix got hitting 220 miles an hour like everybody else is down that straight. Really good braking. Cuts over all that curve from the 15 and then hits the wall twice. Drix was flying. And unfortunately, will have to box after a little bit of an early turn in and losing a wing. Ooh, that's tough for him. Back to Mini Cookie. And Dougie Falcons, obviously not on the lap right now. Cookie actually on a lap, 0.8 of a second better. Hold on a second. This is on track to potentially be a 0, a 31 flat. What are we going to see from Mr. Cookie? Is he going to cook? What does he have? He deploys all the battery he has in his tank, and it's a 30.9 from Cookie. First one to get us into the 30s, and that is a special lap from Cookie. That's a really good one, actually. Like, genuinely, he's got to be stoked about that one, because that is that's quite impressive by anyone's standards. That's a pretty fast lap. Holy smokes. Schedule yet set time as well. So guys, you might see me just like consistently fiddling right now. My controller just keeps falling. So bad. It's my camera control. Will not stay put today. No, it will not. Doesn't like me. All right, there we go. Cookie is smoking. That he is. Cookie is cooking. Can someone invite me back? Sebby, that'd be something to ask your teammate in your chat. Your teammate to invite you. That's the move. Be Arcadia tonight. Sketchable right now, actually really good lap right there. 31.2. Hold on a second. Sketchable's gonna be proud of that one. Puts himself in third. Okay. Okay. Good lap right there. Oh my gosh, guys, look at the gaps right now. First through 16th, separated by a second. Unbelievable. Wow. They are some tight gaps out there already. First, second, and third, all, decently sized gaps, but then it tightens up like crazy behind that. That's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. It's always like that, though, dude. Every single week, it's just so tight from top to bottom. We got Minico starting a lap as well. Let's see what he's got right here. This will be his final lap. I can almost guarantee you. Let's see what he can do. Hey, Cardin, how's it going, man? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Welcome back again. Yeah, guys. By the way, I'm coming off of like an 8-hour endurance race. So if it seems like I'm a little bit loopy, I am. Just did 8 hours, and here we are. One second. There we go. Oh yeah, so much better. Angle, much better. Hello, D-Master. How's it going? Everyone in the chat, hello, hello, hello. Hope you guys are doing great tonight. A yellow flag came out in front of Minico right here. It probably was the McLaren of potentially Drix, I want to say, who's out in an outlap right here. He's going out early for this one. He was not stoked about that hit. He felt that he had way better than him. He's got to be careful not to give Minico too much of a tow here down the straight, though, because he's going to be helping out his enemy. He does that. Not too much tow. Minico really tight right there on the side of Drix. Leaving hardly any margin for error. Minico, though, 4/10 up from his best right now. If Minico holds that down, it could put it down at 31.3, which would be right in that touching distance of Snaky or better. What's he got? What does he have? Spin Master OG. I think it's a good one. It's a good one, D. It's pretty accurate, too. I'd agree. There goes Minico. How's he do? 31.2. Oh, improved even more. Puts himself in third as of right now on the second row. Just 2/100ths of a second, 2/1000ths of a second faster than Sketchable. Great lap from Minico. But Drix right here trying to spoil the fun. Put himself on a really good position. Potentially even pole with 2 minutes of qualifying left to go. Really tight on the entry into 2. Wides out as much as he can for the exit of 2. Looks pretty solid. How's he going to handle through turn 3? He needs to brake in a very smart and steady spot so he cannot lock up. Because if you lock up going to this corner, it is a nose to the wall moment. And he does not. In fact, he uses all the track available to him. He uses it beautifully. Coming around the front hoof. A little bit awkward in the brake, in my opinion. Gets over the curb a little bit more than I think he probably should for the ideal line. But gets really good power coming out in the middle of the hoof and down into this stretch through the sphere. Passes the sphere. And as he's down in his best time. 2/100ths of a second slower than what he had prior. Now, he had a much better first sector last lap, but this is maybe where he lost all of his time prior. Will he gain a lot of it? That looked fast. I can't even lie. That looked quick. Oh, Stig getting caught for illegal blocking. Oh, no. This game never seems to go right for him. But Drix is coming across a lot of traffic right here. Getting a... Oh, my gosh. And that is Cookie turning in the middle of the straight. Drix was committed to go left because Cookie wasn't moving. And Cookie darts to the left out of nowhere. Drix is going to be really hard done by on that one. There's no way. And Drix, who definitely had a shot at pole tonight, is entirely out of qualifying. And the rest of the grid, the 19 cars that are out there, will give it a shot. Minico, the best he'll have is third. Wow, that is drama. I don't know what to say about that one. That's wild. That's all I'm going to say. That's crazy. How does Marcus Lives handle from that first corner? Looks pretty solid. What about Snaky? He's right behind him. Looks pretty good as well. Double A's a little bit farther down the lap. In fact, he's coming across the pig's nose, and he's up by 1.5 That was a pretty solid sector for him. Can he improve through sector 2 and 3? Wow. That is... I'm speechless from that crash, guys. That's bad. Speech is Cookie, though. Cooking at a 30.9 still. It looks like Arcadia found himself into second with a great lap as well. Double A's, though. What's he got? This is who I'm focused on right now. I'm curious if he's going to improve because he is a potential favorite for pole tonight as well. How's he handle his final corner? Not pole position. He does improve a little bit, but only up to 7th. Best he's got. Snaky, though, coming across the pig nose. Marcus Libs, farther ahead of him. 2/10 up at his best. Hold on a second. Marcus Libs currently with a really solid sector 3. Could potentially find a pole position for himself tonight. I don't know about Xylo, where he's at. Sketchy Bull looks like he's down. Xylo is down as well. Marcus Libs needs to have the sector of his life right here. A solid so far. He really has a chance. If he nails those corners, I don't know if he did it. We're not going to know until he comes across the line. But what has Marcus Libs got in the tank for us tonight? He's felt hard done by all season long. Can he redeem himself for the night here in Vegas? He does with a pole position at 30.769. An unbelievable lap from Marcus Libs. Dougie Falcons will not ruin his day. That's qualifying. Marcus Libs grabs pole position out of nowhere with an absolute stonker. Incredible lap from Marcus Libs. Quali has not disappointed, and it's given Marcus Libs the victory with an almost 2/10 gap over second of Cookie, who will have a 5-place grid penalty for that collision with Drix on the straight. Third going to Arcadia, 4th to Xylo, 5th to Bops. Tight gaps here or there. 6th to Minico, 7th to Sketchable, just by 2/1000ths of a second. 8th to MV1, 9th to Double A's, and 10th to Snaky, also only 5/10 away from pole. The top 16 are separated by 7/10 of a second. And without Marcus Libs' insane dominant final lap, it's like 5/10. That's unbelievable how tight this gap is here tonight, guys. Expect crazy racing across the streets of Vegas. That strip is going to give us lots of passes, and the deep corner into 14 is going to be exceptionally tight for these drivers. I guarantee you it's going to get wild. We got 25 laps crazy about to happen tonight, guys. Are you ready for some intense Tier 1 action? I hope you are. We're going to have some fun. Also, thank you so much to Giants fan for saying shout out to Pun for commentating after doing an 8-hour race. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Jeff says, tires for the tire god. Wings for the wing throne. Chaos has come for all of us. Absolutely. Wow. Quali insane, man. I don't think we are in Austria, and I don't think it's round 6. What do you mean? Oh my gosh. Did I not fix the title? Yay. Oh, so fun. If you happen to be able to change that, Tolby, while we're live, that'd be great. I think you can actually in the edit button during the live function. Anyways, that's a symptom of me doing this while I was doing an endurance race. All right, guys, let's get ready to go racing. We've got some crazy racing ahead of us. No formation left, as you know, here at Moose Racing League. Time to get after it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights are on. And they're off on the game, and they're off in real life, and it's race time with Marcus Libs with a pretty solid start. Arcadia wants to get him on the inside. If we saw this in real life, it was Max Verstappen's corner as he went through the turn 1, but he's not going to push out the McLaren like Max Verstappen did. But it looks like he's going to get a really good run. Not good enough, though, to take the lead, and that's going to be Marcus Libs still holding it down. Cookie into 4th right here. Bops into 5th. Minico Sketchable dropping positions on the start. Was sitting really high and pretty, but is all the way down to 7th. MV1 Snaky put pressure on the Mercedes of Sketchable as well. Marcus Libs and Arcadia trading positions going through turn 3. Arcadia deep on the brakes makes it last. Good pass from Arcadia. He's already up into the lead. Marcus Libs wants to take him around the outside, going into the front hoof. Does not have the speed for it. Has to stick behind. Tires. Let's take a look at tires, guys. Everybody wants to know the tires. You guys always want to know the tires. We got mediums all up and down the board, except for 2 hard runners of Double A's and our Wolfer, and soft runners. We got 4 of them. Cookie, Master Turtle, Supply Raptor, and Rich Sebi. Wild. Giants fan says safety car, lap 1 incoming. I don't know. I have faith. It's not going to be that. And I say that. Oh my gosh, that was Red Bull going really wide. That was really sketchy of MV1. Holy smokes. That was actually almost there right there. That was pretty close. And the Alpine of Stig stuck in the back still. Marcus Libs losing another position. Looks like he's running a little bit higher downforce. Now he's going to take the inside line. Oh, we're going to go 3 wide into this corner. No, we're not. No. Please, no. For the love of God, no. Let Cookie take it. Yep, that's smart, Marcus Libs. Very good, smart move. Back out of that one. Play the preservation game. I was so scared for everybody right there. I thought it was about to be a crash. But Cookie takes the lead on the soft tires. No surprise there. Xylo putting the pressure on Mark Sims, trying to make inside line. Whoa, the overspeed. Has the drag. Has one. Might have two. Backs out of it going into turn one. He thought about it. Might have the overspeed on the exit. Does not have the run. And Marcus Libbs losing another position. Now down to 4th after starting on pole. Looks like he just might have a bit of a higher downforce setup than the rest of these guys. Or maybe a little bit different. I'm not sure. It could be a setup issue or something different. Bop's trying to make a move on Marcus Libbs. Not going to have it on the left or the right or the left again. Has to stick behind. Decides to take the left side as well. Marcus, ever the gentleman, will give him the room, but only just. I think that was a bad spot for Bops to stick his nose under. I think he's about to pay the price for that one as well. Sketchable looking for the outside line. Going to the hook. Sketchable hits the wall a little bit. Really shoving Bops to the edge of his limit. And they're still side by side. Bops takes the inside line. Sketchable has to back out of it. Takes the position behind. Minico watching it. Waiting, wishing for a mistake. And Snaky says, I'm not going to wait any longer. I'm going to take you on the inside right. There's a virtual safety car. Looks like it's Master Turtle in the back has caused our virtual safety car. Everybody grinds to a halt here going through the pig nose. Unfortunate for Master Turtle all the way back in the back right now. The VSC not going to save him and get him back up to the front. He will have to trundle his way up to the pack again. Cookie currently leading by a 1.7 second lead. Arcadia sits in 2nd. Xylo right behind him. Marcus Libbs about a second off of them. But you never know. I mean, this VSC pacing could be a little bit different. We'll see exactly how it's going to shake out as the VSC comes in pretty soon, I'm sure. These guys are insane. These guys are absolutely insane. It must have been Master Turtle because he's the only one that's like way out of pace. Nobody else really lost anything. No, I don't think anybody lost a wing because otherwise we would see people dropping more. Maybe Dougie Falcons, potentially. Dougie could have been. Yep, you're right. You were right. Wow. Hold on a second. Dougie Falcons, that's the one. Good shout. Giants fan, ever so observant. Look at the gap that Cookie has pulled out. 2.4 seconds, and Xylo wants the overtake. He's going to get it early on. Long before the corner even started, it was Xylo's overtake there for turn 3. Nothing that Arcadia could do to defend that one, but Marcus Libbs still holding on to 4th, just watching these guys battle it out. Arcadia looking for an inside line, does not have it going into the front hoof. Marcus Libbs just bided his time, waiting for it, seeing if he can find a spot. Sketchy Bull. Outstanding start for Sketchy Bull so far. He has had a bit of a rough season for sure. These last 2 seasons, and this season is no exception. But he's making the most out of it. We got a yellow flag as well. Oh, that's Sebi. Yep. Rich Sebi even said in the chat, Rich Sebi to crash out. And he does have a bit of a moment right there, so he's going to be back down to 18th. Pretty far, unfortunate for him. The question is, when do Cookie's tires start to hit that wall? We all know it's going to happen at some point, but it's a question of when, not if. Marcus Libbs looking for a potential move on the inside of Arcadia. Doesn't have it, though. Arcadia? Going side by side? Arcadia? Getting the move done before the corner. Making it look easy. Xylo holds off into 3rd, and Marcus Libbs doesn't find a way through as well. Marcus is just kind of stuck. Watching these 2 guys scrap in front of him, and either he's doing it on purpose and preserving his tires, or there's just no move for him. I could feel him lift right there. You could hear it right there. I think he's playing it safe. Just letting them kind of do their thing. Sketchable right up behind him. I mean, look at this. Marcus has some popcorn front row views for this tight battle between Xylo and Arcadia. It's going to go down to the wire for sure. Jeff says a lap 5 or 6 safety car is what he's thinking. You could be right. I mean, there's going to be a pass right there from Arcadia. Potentially Marcus Libbs. Nah, he stays behind. Xylo gets in front of Arcadia. 2nd and 3rd, scrapping more. Sketchy Bull right behind there, and Minico still holding on strong as well. The DRS train goes deep, guys. DRS train goes from 2nd down to 14th place right now. It is long, that's for sure. It's a long, schlong DRS train. Again, this is what happens when we don't have Andy here, guys. I feel free to say whatever I want. It's a problem. It's a serious problem. So Plyraptor sitting quite nice in 11th, reserving for the team principal Giants fan. Giants fan's probably going to be pretty proud of that one. Looks like he's definitely holding his own. Needs to make up a little bit more time with those soft tires to make the most out of them, but he's just not quite finding that pace that he needs to really pull a positive result out of those soft tires. Marcus Libbs, though, taking that 3rd place position off of Arcadia, who looks like does have DRS, but Marcus Libbs just has better overspeed. Marcus Libbs going to have Xylo as well, and that's 2 down the Vegas Strip. Easy pass for Marcus Libbs. He slots in. Xylo sits into 3rd. Arcadia slots into 4th. Gets a bit of a bad launch out of 14, though. And Sketchable still sitting pretty in 5th. Minico in 6th. These guys 5th, 6th, and back, they're just not really trying anything. They're saying, hey, These top 4 guys, they're being crazy. Let's let them be crazy, and we'll catch them eventually. And the one thing to mention, oh, Hitch. Oh, Hitch. Safety car. Hitch. Coming out of turn 15. We might not catch it, but Master Turtle will drive by it. Hitch is out of the race. We're not going to catch it. Something happened, but lap 4 safety car. Jeff, you were so close yet so far. Something happened right here where Mark 7 Hitch hits the wall on the left side, and he's out of the race, and we call a safety car. Great Bush into the pits already. Master Turtle decided not to go for it, I don't think. Yeah, he's going to stay out. Dougie Falcons should probably pit, but he's going to... Got 1 lap old softs. He's going to stay out. Wow, bit of a brave strat for him. Bit unfortunate for him, but Rich Sebby's going to take the pit stop and get on some mediums. Probably the smart move right there. Cookie on the softs. Definitely going to take this opportunity too. But the question is, what are these hard runner or these medium runners going to do? They're in a tough spot, you know, because the medium runners, those 4-lap old mediums, excuse me, guys, that was just so annoying to watch that view right there. Ooh, bit of a weird breaking right there from Cookie. These 4-lap old mediums are in a tough spot, man. This is, they have to make a hard call, you know, as to exactly what to do, because, like, do you pit and give up a track position and gamble for a set of hards? I mean, Cookie's looking like a masterclass genius right now, putting on those softs and flying ahead. But the problem is, if nobody else behind him pits, and all of them stay out, you know, all of his work is for naught, effectively. He's only going to have a 4-lap advantage on people. Not by much. Ooh, Grey Butch gets his ride through. And something's happening. What's going on here? Oh, big smoke. That's why. Okay. Cookie going in. Marcus going in. Zyla going in. Arcadia stays out. There's the first one. Sketchy Bull getting a bit of an awkward entrance. Interesting. Interesting for sure. Double A's obviously stays out in those 5-lap old hards. I think the hards are the only ones that should be staying out, and everybody should be popping on mediums, or popping on hards. That's the move. Jokes will go in and delayed pit stop as he had to wait for his teammate, who already pit in front of him. Looks like Mark Sibbs will get out in front of Zylo, behind Cookie, as is the order of how it was when they went in, so nobody had a bad pit stop for sure. Jeff says the Chaos Gods are pleased with this sacrifice for now. That's one sacrifice. You know what? We could always use a second one, am I right? I'm sure we'll get one. Knowing Moose Racing League, we'll find a way. Right, guys? I don't know why also the chat right there is not working. I can't figure it out. I was trying for like 10 minutes to try to figure out exactly why the chat wasn't working. But you know, sometimes it is what it is, right? Sometimes they move. Check I'm not missing anything, of course. But I believe we are good to go. Let's see. Yeah, looks like Cookie got a pretty bad hit and penalty for that moment that happened between him and Drix. You don't even want to mess with it, says Tolby. That's funny. That is funny. Yeah, I mean, I feel pretty confident with messing with some stuff here and there. I mean, obviously, it's just a browser source, right? Me, about to talk broadcasting, waffling. I'm going to stop waffling about broadcasting and start waffling about the race because we've got everybody on fresh tires except for Dougie and the top 3. And safety car is in quick. Hold on a second. Is this a glitch? I doubt it. There's no shot the safety car goes in. Rich Sebby's 23 seconds away. What? Glitch. Gotta be. Is it for real? It's for real. It's for real. We're off racing, guys. Oh my gosh. I was really looking straight on that one, but that's legit. Okay, now Cookie on the mediums. Opts for the soft tire once again. He started in the softs. Now he goes to the mediums. He's expecting safety cars. Wow, that's messed up, man. That messes up a whole lot of people's strategies for sure. But now it's on Cookie. Can he get this pass on our Wolfer? Sorry again, guys. Wow, this controller just keeps falling. He's going to make a big dive on All Wolfer. Huge dive on All Wolfer. Oh, my gosh. Cookie stuck that one. I don't even know how he did that one. Marcus Lives wants to get in front of our Wolfer now, too. He has to slow it down. Let Xylo go through. Unfortunate for him. Has a bit of a mistake coming out of turn 3. Wow. That is messed up. Oh, Marcus Lives has left the session. He's disconnected. And it is a huge chaos moment right here in the mid-pack as the AI of Marcus Lives is causing chaos on chaos. We're going to hope that maybe his teammate Drix can give an invite, who's getting held up by his AI teammate actually right now. He needs to make a dive on him. Drix, huge dive. Almost gets himself collected on that one, but he does probably pick up a bit of a warning for that crazy dive. He did make it stick, though. That was impressive. Up in the front, Cookie. Double A's. Tight fight. Our Wolfer, 1.2 seconds down from Cookie already. And Cookie wants to get a double here going into the next corner. He's going to get one. Yeah, easy got that one for sure. Nothing Double A should have done about that one. Smart right there. Dude, I don't even know what's going on right now. It's full chaos. Snaky gonna try to make a move on our Wolfer. Again, Wolfer is on old tires. So everybody wants to get in front of him. Oh, dude, this is so tight. It might happen again. Oh, Wolfer, huge overcook. Smacks Xylo. And Wolfer gets himself broken. Is there any more chaos right here? Wolfer's totally backwards. Oh my gosh, just a mistake from all Wolfer. And the Chaos Gods have given us more. Our Wolfer will have to pit again. And now both the Alfa Romeos are in a horrible position as Greybush didn't even get a chance to catch up and our Wolfer has broken his wing. Vegas, baby. You know what I mean? Cookie leading the race. Absolutely cooking. Looking quite good here today. Arcadia sits in second. Double A's in third. Snaky in fourth. Xylo in fifth. Supply Raptor in 6th, Sketchybull in 7th, Minico in 8th, Bob's in 9th, and Drix rounding out the top 10 right there. MV1 in 11th, Blink in 12th, Stig in 13th, Turtle in 14th, Marcus Lives AI, unfortunately, in 15th, Dougie Falcons in 16th, and the other 3 just entirely kind of out of this thing right now. Rough, man, but the DRS trains are still strong. I'm going to take a look at this. It's second all the way down to 14th, or 13th, excuse me. You can see that train right there. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. DRS will turn on at the end of this lap as well, so Arcadia will be in trouble as he's got a couple people breathing down his neck. In fact, Snaky trying to make a move with Double A's before the DRS even comes on. Probably will have it as well. It's going to be nip and tuck, though. Gives him the room, but only just. Snaky will sneak his way through. Yeah, that's the way to do it right there. Snaky, good pass from him, and then that's going to make Xylo easily pass up Double A's, and Supply Raptor watches his teammate get destroyed to that corner. Xylo looking for a move right there. Xylo getting blocked off by One Way. Snaky, huge defensive line on Xylo. Xylo has to go super wide. Not going to have the pass there. Double A's wants to get his way up in there as well. Get a nose up in there. Does not have the opportunity to do it. So he has to stick behind as well. And there goes Supply Raptor passing up his teammate. And Supply Raptor is on the fresher tire, so probably the right move to make that pass now. Big outside line right there from Snaky. Look to maybe get out of the draft. Go into the corner or maybe check a breaking point. Not sure, but he was diving out to the right side and then getting back in it. Cookie again still. Totally leading this race by a big margin. He's not caught behind. And big spin from Xylo. Huge mistake. Xylo out. Oh my gosh. Gigantic rear lockup from Xylo going into the pig's hoof, the front hoof. And Xylo, after sitting in the top 5, is going to be way behind. Taking his sweet time to get back on track. Doesn't want to cause an unsafe rejoin. Oh, man. Kayanoso, I can't invite people. It's not the commentator's job, unfortunately. He needs to get an invite from his teammate. His teammate probably saw it as well. I can't invite people as commentator, though. Other league mates, though, absolutely should be inviting him, for sure. We got Double A's sitting in 7th. Looks pretty solid. Tries to catch in front of Minico. Is he going to make this move, maybe? No, he's not, because he has the worst tires for sure. And a big mess up from Arcadia right there. Loses multiple positions again. In fact, he lost his sketchbook quite clean. Oh, my gosh, that was almost a moment, but Minico found his way through, and Arcadia almost caused a big hit. Oh, yikeritos. Arcadia get a little bit sketchy on exit out of turn 16 right there. Woo! My heart is in my stomach. Oh, my gosh. That was scary. They're all alive. That's the matters, right, guys? That's what matters. That's what matters. That's crazy. Minico in danger from, Minico putting Sketchable in danger. Not going to make that inside dive. Smart. Turn 3. It's not the spot to do it. Marcus Lips, again, commentator can't do it. You got to find one of your one of your what's it called? Fellow league mates in the tier. I don't want to go on pause and just ruin the broadcast for everybody else. Unfortunately, I can't. That's been the rule. Pog says, I love the league commitment to the pig named corners. I mean, it is pig named corners, let's be honest with each other. It's way easier to even remember. I'm not gonna freaking call the final corner Top Golf. Like, who does that, you know? So we're gonna go by pig names. And there's 17 corners. There's too many memorized numbers. Pig names. Pig names all day. Speaking of pig names, oink oink, we got Minico sniffing down the stinky spot of Sketchy Bull. Just 2 tenths away from him. Going into this the pig butt. That was a dumb one. And I think he's gonna have the pass on him going into turn 1. It looks like he's got the run coming up. Yeah, there it is. Before they even get to the final corner, Minico's already alongside. Gonna have the ideal racing line right there, and Sketchy Bull has to stick behind. Marcus, again, I just mentioned I'm gonna go ahead and drop that one for now, but again, commentator can't invite. Somebody says, hey, I like Top Golf. Trotters for life. Agreed, right? Trotters, is that a word for pig? Is that what that means? I think that's what it is. I could be wrong, though. Bops, Arcadia. I don't leave the broadcast, guys. I'm solo commentating. That's what it is. And we got, ooh, Don't Blink trying to find his way through. He just can't find it. He's stuck. And there's Tricks putting pressure on Don't Blink as well. Ooh, that's why he looked so stuck. Oh. Marcus, please stop. I will literally time you out. Tolby, can you go ahead and time out? Marcus said so he can't type anymore. I've literally already explained it. Go ahead. We can time it out. Again, you got to rely on your in-game compatriots. I can't do that. I'm not going to ruin the broadcast for everybody else. You're already ruining it by typing it over and over again and making me address it. So let's go ahead and get back to the action right here, guys. We got Master Turtle trying to find his way on the back of Drix, but I don't think he can find it. He's trying to find his way through. Oh! My gosh, huge crash on the straightaway. Huge action! 4 drivers are out! There's a big crash down the straight! And everybody is gone. 4 drivers get collected. Tricks, Supply Raptor, Master, Turtle, and Minico. Out of nowhere. Oh my gosh. An accident down the strip is the last thing you want to see here in our premier tier. And it's what we saw. Holy smoke-a-roly. I do not know. I get onto somebody's camera and out of nowhere, they're just rear-ending somebody who's brake checking because there's a crash in front of them. Oh my gosh. And it's in the fastest part of the track too, where there's just nothing you can do. That is brutal. Our Wolfer gets a drive-through for speeding. Oh no. If somebody in tier 1 can go ahead and invite Marcus Libs, who is playing right now, that would be great, please. So Turtle, I think the safety... Turtle, I don't think it was a brake check because of safety car. I think the safety car came out because there was a crash on the straight. And they brake checked to dodge the crash because when I was on your camera, I think I was on your camera, I saw you rear-end somebody. But then when it cleared, there was already a crash in front of that. And Minico had already been part of that. So there was a big crash for them to avoid. They had to brake to dodge said crash. And then unfortunately, you're just caught in the wrong place, wrong time. As was the person who was braking. I believe that was Drix. And just, it's done. And that's it. And that's 4 drivers out in a straightaway. Oh my gosh. It's really rare to see that in tier 1. I'm sure something happened. But yeah, that is not a matter of bad driving standards. Potentially for the crash in the straight, maybe. But other than that, that's all I can think of. Let's see. Remember, guys, kind of Stroll Alonso. Ah. Wow. 70 points, maybe. Hey, just might, dude. You're getting close to an open race. We're already down 5 drivers. Oh my gosh. You never know. Let's see what happens. Right? You're the Alfa Romeos are pretty stoked about that one. I can't even lie. Because they were so far out of that race. Now they're both in it. Both very much so in it. Never know right here. Oh, Minico, is that... So who was in front of you? That's my question. I don't know who was in front of you. Was it Supply Raptor? It's tough. Also, if one of the guys that did crash out or, is in tier 1 is in this chat and can invite Marcus Libs, that'd be great. Yeah, Raptor's in front. Oof. It's tough, man. Yeah. Sometimes it just goes like that, where one person goes to a defensive move and it's just... You're closing at 200 miles an hour, like your closing speed is crazy. You guys are going so fast. That's so hard, yeah. No, Turtle, I think they're trying to just slow down. Probably. It's tough, Turtle. It's tough, man. Well, it looks like we got Marcus Libs in, which is good. I wasn't paying attention. Obviously, I was paying attention more to the freaking craziness of what's going on. Oh, man. Yeah, it's one of those, Minico. I have a feeling it's going to be one of those. Well, obviously, it might go to Stewards. Who knows? But I'm curious if we can send some replays in. I'd like to see him in the Tier 1 chat. We probably won't be able to get a chance to show them on replay, as, obviously running solo, and safety car's about to go in. We're currently on 2 safety cars so far, lap 13. Honestly, if I'm being real with you guys, it's really not that bad. For Vegas, it's really not that bad. But the fact that the last one was just such a big pileup, it's just, that's tough to see. Sebi says, I'm sure the Chaos Gods are very much satisfied. They are satiated, that's for sure. They're stoked. They're getting their money's worth. Big time today. They're really getting their value, that's for sure. Wow. We shall see what happens. Safety car is in this lap. Cookie still leading the race on those fresh mediums. Marcus Libs obviously going to be in a tough spot. He just got the chance to rejoin. But he does sit in third with track position, but will be on old hard tires. Cookie, how's he going to restart this one? He's got Snaky behind him, breathing down his neck. We know Snaky. Oopsie, sorry guys. We know Snaky's going to want to make the move as quick as he can. All the way down. But Snaky, in my opinion, is a little bit too far alongside. There goes Marcus Libs looking for an outside line. Doesn't have it. Bobs gets a good reaction on Marcus, though. Marcus going to be in danger going through turns 1, 2, 3, and 4, in my opinion. Double A's 3 seconds going over the line right there. Catches a warning. And there goes maybe an inside line for Sketchy Bull. Doesn't have it, though, on Bops. The front, though, it's Snaky and Cookie. That's the show to watch right now. But it looks like Cookie is making that into a slaughterfest, not a show. Marcus Libs goes wide! Marcus Libs caught up by Bops! And Marcus, after rejoining, is just... Oh, no, I don't know exactly what happened there, but I think Marcus Libs got caught up behind, and Bops was just stuck on him, and they're both damaged, likely. It could have been a moment where Marcus had a bit of a slip and just got caught up by Bops. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but Marcus has absolutely no front wing. He is running full anteater mode right now. Very tough for him. Hopefully he can find a way to get back into this thing. But after being AI'd, he just needs a safety car. That's all he needs. Bop's looking for a way through. Not going to have it. Dougie Falcon, Xylo fighting it on the way down into Pig's Nose. Dougie Falcon's looking for the inside line. Too tight of a turn in right there for Dougie Falcons. Catches a lot of curb. Does not get a good run out of it. Double A's, though. 2/10 away. 1/10 away. Arcadia in the mercy of the Williams. With that top-end speed, he's flying. Looking solid. Puts himself up into fourth. But Arcadia catching a good draft. Holds his way down to third. Really not losing too much time. Double A's to Sketchy Bull. That gap is closing for sure. Sketchy Bull to Snaky Bull. To Snaky. Whoop. That gap is increasing. So, potential runaway for the top 2 is what we're seeing. If there's no safety car, definitely going to be that for sure. MV1, though, right behind Arcadia, looking for a spot there. Xylo, even closer. Xylo, Stig, Dougie Falcons, all in a tight little tussle. Xylo looking for the outside line across the 2 Alpines, gets one of them potentially. Turns it very tight. Stig not having any of it. Stig might take the lead back on this. No, Xylo gets a really good run going into turn 2, and it's Stig having to go wide. Has to back out of that one. Good run from Xylo to defend that one for sure, but Stig not going to be too happy about that one. Ooh, he takes the outside line. Xylo forced to be inside, and it's going to be an outbreaking potentially. Oh, hold on a second. Will they collide? Oh, man, it's just not enough. And Xylo does not want to give any room to Stig, and Stig doesn't want to give any back to him. It's tight, and that's Xylo into the corner that he had a big mistake in earlier. Now he's going to take the really wide line. And he does play it smart and gentlemanly. That's very sweet. That's good of him. Does not take a lasting advantage for going off track. So you know what? That's the right way to do it. Props to Xylo right there. Graybush, though, watching all the action happen in front of him, wants to get a piece of it and get up into this thing, but Stig, having lost so much time in that little tussle, he's now barely outside of a DRS zone of his teammate. Gets a big lockup in the rear going into that corner. Oh, my gosh. Will he have DRS? No, he will not. He's used all of his energy, though. Sebi just going to cruise on by him. Doesn't have DRS either. Obviously, nobody does yet. I forgot DRS isn't quite opened yet because it's a safety car. But Stig has been burning everything he has just to stay alive. Xylo, hold on a second. Remember Xylo, he was battling with Stig right there. Stig taking the wide line. Doesn't have the grip. He's blinking bad. Yeah, and that's Xylo taking the inside line, going through the final corner. Easy pass for Xylo, but Xylo also blinking, losing all of his energy in the process, and Graybush still just watching them fight it out. Hardly has to see. You can unmute. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you, appreciate that. Stig making a big mistake going into turn 1, loses multiple positions, now goes down to 12th. Was looking so solid as well. Oh, a little bit of a pass up in front. Arcadia, MV1. Oh, hold on a second. This is way more important. Watch this for the Graybush's POV. We got Sebi and Xylo going side by side. Now they're going to go ahead and single file it through turn 3. Smart move right there. It's actually faster to do that. May as well just back off of it if you're one of the two guys. You'll go faster for it. Up the front, Sketchable trying to catch up to second place driver of Snaky, who has yet to catch up to Cookie. Cookie is really dominating today. He is putting down some serious pace that we have yet to see from him here in Tier 1. I don't know what's gotten into him today. Maybe he just got some of that fresh new dough, you know what I mean? But, cookie joke. But he's looking really good. He's looking very, very, very solid. So we'll see what he can do with this obviously exceptional pace. MV1, no DRS to speak of. Arcadia 8/10 off with the DRS. Not going to find it. Snaky getting passed up so early on the straight. Right there by Sketchable. It's just easy for Sketchable to breeze on by. Sketchable cruises up. Looking good. I guess Cookie cooking. That he is. That he is. Cookie's looking super solid. Ah, so Cookie just made a switch to PC. Okay, well, this makes sense. Minico, appreciate the insight right there. As the team principal, you would know, of course, that does make a lot of sense why he's found some extra pace. He looks just exceptional today. Genuinely, he looks like a totally different guy, so quite impressive for him. Rich Sebi down farther low. It looks like he lost a position to Xylo. Yeah, he did. They're still scrapping it, though. 5-lap old mediums versus 6-lap old hards. Sebi's going to be pretty proud of himself for his pace today to hold on to Xylo. Feel very, very, very proud of himself for that one. Let's see what these guys can give us going into the last half of this race. We're almost at that point. Bit maybe hit on the wall from Sebi. I don't see debris, so he may have gotten away with murder right there. But something you got to be careful of. His rival, Graybush, wants to find his way through. Catching up to Sebi as well. Sebi losing a little bit of pace to Xylo, who's ahead of him. So got to be wary of that. Xylo's actually burning all of his energy just to try to get away. Almost has it. In fact, look at that. Almost had it, but Xylo is going to not have DRS. So Sebi, if he gets a good exit here out of the pig nose, which was all right, he would have potentially had a chance to make an overtake going into the pig butt, but not there. Sketchy Bull Snaky once again trading places, and Snaky's now back to the front. Double A's though, wants to get involved, decides to stay back. I think he could have stuck his nose in there, but it was actually smarter for him to stay behind. It probably would be faster. He's not going to force a compromised line out of Sketchable. So that was definitely the move to do right there. Arcadia sits in 6th. Hard tires. One of only 2 drivers out on track currently on the hard tires. This is tough, man. Sniper says Marcus has floor damage. Oh, no. That would kill the race right there. That's so tough, man. It looks like, I think I saw that spot where him and Bob just got totally caught up with each other, and that was, nothing really either of them could do, I think. Bops, though, caught up with Stig right now. Stig having really big troubles to find the grip here around Las Vegas. Big pass from Bops. He's through with absolutely no problem. Cruises on by. Higher up, you can see the train getting tighter and tighter. But this is the caboose of that train. Don't blink. Sits in 7th. Looking solid to potentially make a spot off of Arcadia if he gets a really good exit. Remember, MV1, though, out of DRS range. He needs to cook, and get some space, get some pace on double A's going into the next corner. But I don't think he's going to have it. DRS detection zone is late here. Really late braking right there from MV1. Wanted the DRS. Hold on, did he just get it through one corner? He did. MV1 holding off an onslaught with a perfect braking right there to get the DRS. That was actually genuinely exceptional. Pretty impressive. Snaky losing out of position to Sketchable. Again, the trade happens. No driver swaps behind. Just the front two can swap it down the strip. Everybody else having DRS makes it really hard to swap. Really hard. Down a little bit lower, we got Sebi and Graybush scrapping out for the final point of the race tonight. I don't know who's going to take it out of these two, or if either of the two are going to end up having it. But we are down to just 6 laps remaining, and these medium tires are going to make it to the end. Oh my gosh, Silo and Dougie Falcons getting inches away from each other. Hold on a second. They're still scrapping it. That is tight. Xylo just having to back out of that one. Says, yeah, it's just not worth the fight. Whoa. Did you guys see that point of view? That was scary. But Xylo going to have the run right here. Going to get the DRS. Probably going to make the move into turn 3. Looks like Dougie burning everything he's got just trying to hold it off, but it's not going to be enough. Xylo wants the move into turn 3. Probably smart to take it now. See if he can run away with it. Good viewpoint from Rich Sebi right here. He can see the battle right ahead of him. Arcadia, don't blink. Side by side through the front hoof. It is tight with the Haas. The Haas don't blink, not giving it up as well. Arcadia stuck behind last week's race winner in Austria. Looking a little bit less race winning tonight. Sitting in 7th. Dougie Falcons and Xylo, though. That scrap was proper. That was epic. It's probably going to happen again, though. Get ready for this, guys. It's definitely going to happen again. In fact, Edward's going to have some DRS chicken moves to make right here, but Sketchy Bull having a phenomenal last lap. Has pulled out enough time over Snaky to the point I don't think he's in danger of getting passed up here. Double A's, though, is yellow flag in the back. Big yellow flag. It could be Stig. I'm not sure. Double A's gets past 1. Double A's gets past 2. Doesn't get past 2. Almost had it, but doesn't go for it. He decided to back out of that one. That would have been exceptional. But Double A still sits in 3rd. Remember, he does have that 3-second penalty, so he'll lose out some time and points for sure. Still Cookie, though, dominating this race like nobody's business. Cookie is absolutely flying here. Looking really solid in Tier 1 tonight around Vegas. We've got 3 seconds over Sketchy Bull, who is fighting for his life to hold down 2nd. A big yellow flag as well. Looks like it could be Stig as well. Xylo getting sketchy right there with Sebi. Dougie Falcons goes and makes a mistake. That's what happened. I'm not sure if it was a mistake or a hit. But Dougie Falcons, oh, he's got a broken left wing plate. Yep, bad one right there for Dougie Falcons. Not sure exactly what happened there, but his teammate Stig will be coming up behind to collect the pieces. Bops ahead. Sits in 11th, far away from 10th. Really far away from the points. It's just going to be a Xylo versus Sebi versus Graybush battle for these points. Curious what happened between the 3 of them, or 4 of them, really. As Graybush was, for a while, behind all of them, and now he's in front of all of them. So, could have been a collision with Dougie Falcons, Xylo, and potentially Rich Sebi. We'll just allow Graybush to take the lead out of all of it. And now he's actually gotten over a second over Rich Sebi. So Rich Sebi is the one in danger more than anybody. In fact, he's going to take... Oh, Rich Sebi playing the DRS chicken. I love it. He will win the game of chicken as well. Good launch from Xylo, but it's not going to be enough to hold him off. And Rich Sebi playing the smart games. Up in the front, Sketchy Bull and Double A's. Trade places again, but it's going to be tight. Oh my gosh, it's really tight. Sketchy Bull and Snaky. Snaky pushes his way through that one. Sketchy Bull is going to feel hard done by on that one for sure. But remember, Sketchy Bull will currently inherit a position off of Double A's, who does have that 3-second penalty. So it's nowhere near decided. MV1, though, lurking in the back, tries to find his way through. He's going to try to find his way through the moment he gets an opportunity to. I don't see it happening anytime soon, though, if I'll be honest with you. Looks like it's not quite there. Xylo looking for the inside line, going into Rich Sebi into turn 1. Not finding it. Low, there's the late dive from Xylo. Does stick it, though. Impressive on the brakes. Sebi tries to take the outside lane, just can't find it. And that's a fair and square move from Xylo. Just a better braking point, better traction. Just a great move. It's textbook solid. Nothing to say about that one, but GG's. You know? MV1, remember, he's still at the back of this little train right here. This train of destiny that will decide the final 2 podium points. Oh, a little bit of collision between Sketchy Bull and Snaky. Sketchy Bull dove his way up in front of Snaky into that corner. A very non-traditional spot. And I'm curious how they're going to play this one. And it's going to be DRS chicken again from Sketchy Bull. Oh, big DRS chicken. Sketchy Bull has to be careful about not getting rear-ended from MV1. And Sketchy Bull will have the DRS on Snaky. Plays the chicken game. Wow, Sketchy Bull. Nothing but strats from the Mercedes driver tonight, who is, though, losing a lot of time with this tussle to Double A's. If they do this too much, they're going to lose more than that 3-second gap that Double A's needs to take the second place position, even with his penalty. So they got to be careful. Sketchball especially needs to find a way to pick up some pace and catch 2/10 on Double A's in the next this next lap. Honestly, if he doesn't get up to that DRS spot, I think he's going to be in serious trouble behind him. It's all about how he handles this turn 1 right here. He does well. Snaky does better. And it's just not, in my opinion, I think that Sketchable may have been a little bit premature on the DRS chicken. Probably should have stayed in line and let it kind of sort itself out, because now Snaky is in serious striking distance when they hit the Vegas Strip next. MV1, the second Red Bull driver here, sits in 5th again, going to inherit a position currently off of Double A's at this current pace. But, I mean, if Sketchable can find 2/10 here, it looks like he can't. Look at that. He just hit the wall. He's pushing as hard as he possibly can, and he's not getting anything for it. Snaky, in fact, is watching him make these mistakes. And Sketchable is just going to be losing out tons of time. In fact, I bet you Sketchable is going to he's going to play the DRS chicken. That's not the move right there, Sketchable. Way too early for the DRS chicken. He's going to have to go side by side. That's not the spot for it. Sketchable, way too early on the strats. He's just going to lose a position for it. That was so not the move. He could have used Snaky to DRS frog himself and get themselves close to Double A's, but all they're doing is giving Double A's the guaranteed second place finish. That's all they're doing. And this is just so not the move if you were anybody except for Double A's. Double A's is stoked, don't get me wrong. The Williams garage is probably cheering the loudest cheers that you'll see this side, outside of a soccer stadium. Like, he's probably freaking out, same with the whole team. They're probably so stoked to watch this fight going on right here, right? But Sketchy Bull is just trying. He's just in his own head so much on this spot. He's stuck to the same strategy, and Snaky's watching it. Snaky's sizing him up. I guarantee you, Snaky's a smart driver. He's going to catch on, and he's going to make a move that's not going to be something that Sketchy Bull expects. Just wait for it. And yeah, he's got to be careful. Sketchable, big deep dive right there. In fact, Sketchable's burning out his tires like crazy with all this defense. Snaky, look for the outside line. Put a little bit of pressure on him. In fact, gives him the outside line. Dives in a little bit too tight, in my opinion. Sketchable still has the right to the line, but just losing all this time. 5/10 through the pig's front hoof. Oh my gosh. And Sketchable's going to do it again. He's about to lose third. All of them are going to lose second place right now because of this fighting. All of them lose second place. Sketchable deciding to stay in front. Needs to leapfrog. I think it's too little too late. I think they've done too much of this fighting and scuffling. And now Sketchable is going to be in striking distance of 2 Red Bulls easily. Both Red Bulls are easily going to get him. No way Sketchable defends that one. Arcadia even going to get him. And Sketchable just not only lost himself multiple positions, he's also lost himself even any potential to stay within that second place spot, because Double A's has now flown away after all the fighting. The penalties are going to stand for Double A's, but so will this loss of time for these 5 challengers that are behind him. Now up at the front, I do want to give some highlight to Cookie. He is absolutely flying. And look at this, dude. 4.3 seconds ahead of everybody. He is killing it tonight. Congratulations to Cookie for all your pace tonight. You're doing an amazing job. Back up on the battle, though, because, sorry, it's just so tight. Snaky needs to find some crazy pace. He needs to make sure MV1 isn't passing him, but MV1 won't. MV1 and Snaky will work together as a team as they are in the team together. What this is doing, though, right now, MV1 is outside of third place off of penalty. Snaky is inside of second off of penalty. It's tight. Oh, my gosh, Sketchable and Arcadia come together. I could hear the tap, too. I think Sketchable was too late on the brakes. Oh, my gosh, and Graybush gets caught up from a terrible rejoin from those two. Sketchable is looking just wild tonight. What is going on? Wow, I don't know what's going on. This is not the kind of stuff that we like to see tonight. Really, really rough and rowdy racing right here. And all it's done is just give both the Red Bulls free and clear air. They're 6 seconds away from 5th place. It's done and dusted. There's a yellow flag, and that's Arcadia losing even more time as well. He's down to 11th. I'm sure this is going to be going to the steward's room. I guarantee you, and it's gonna be a hot topic down there as well. Watch out. If you guys are bystanders at the steward's room, it's gonna be gnarly. Sketchy Bull, Greybush had a little bit of a fight. Sketchy Bull just wants to find his way in front of Xylo, wants to get that track position. He's feeling fast tonight. He's gonna feel like he had a chance for redemption. He's gonna feel like he may have thrown it all away with some bad mistakes and strategy misjudgments. Maybe it's tilting him. I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know what's going on in these guys' heads. You know, the only person who can tell what's going on in their heads is themselves, you know? And that's something just for, you know, for us to interpret off of their racing action. Now, Rich Sebi gonna have a good line on Greybush. What a pass going into turn 2. That was clean as you like it. Oh, actually, genuinely stoked about that pass. That was pretty sweet. Takes the inside line and nails it. Perfect. And that's 5 seconds for corner cutting for MV1. I know exactly where he cut it, too. Huge corner cut from MV1. Probably into the pig's front hoof. And he's going to lose that position off to Snaky, guaranteed. It was going to be a battle between the two of them for position, because I think they just realized, yeah, we're not catching double A's. Let's fight it for third. Now it's guaranteed, MV1. Yeah, double A's is well beyond 3 seconds up now. Behind that, I'm just curious what's going on with the Sketchy Bull. Oh, loses tons of time. Yep. Something's going on with him. 8/10 away. He's not going to have this gap to Xylo. Xylo won't have the DRS, sure. He's totally out of energy as well. All of them are. They've all burned everything they have. Sketchy Bull, will he make a pass going into this final corner? This is the time. He's got to do it. It's the final corner. Cookie crossed the line. He wins it. But Sketchy Bull, will he get in front of Xylo? Sketchy Bull, in fact, he did. Maybe not. No, he did not. Xylo gets in front, stays it. MV1 with the 5 seconds of unserved goes down the grid. And that's Sketchy Bull losing out again to Xylo now. Rich Sebi will come home in 8th. Don't blink, got a nice 5th place position right there. Xylo into 6th. Sketchy Bull 7th. Sebi into 8th. Greybush into 9th. And Bops rounding out the top 10. Bops with a point. GG's. R Wolfer into 11th. Arcady into 12th. Stig outside of it in 13th. And Marcus Labs just to finish into 14th. And Dougie all the way out of it in last place. Looks like MV1 had damage. Oh, no. It's tough how that works out. Snaky losing out to double A's by 6/1000ths of a, or 600ths of a second. Oh my golly gee. Wow, wow, wow. What a crazy, crazy race, guys. That was silly talk. That was absolutely nuts. Don't biggest drive of the day. I think that's pretty well deserved. But the winner, in my opinion, actually deserves drive of the day. Cookie. Cooking. Unbelievable pace from Cookie tonight to secure that win. That's actually phenomenal. It's so impressive. He'll take the win tonight with double A's coming home in 2nd and Snaky into 3rd. MV1 will take home 4th. Don't Blink into 5th. Xylo in 6th. Sketchy Bull 7th. Rich Sebi 8th. Greybush 9th. And Bob's 10th. I'm sure some of this will change in post because I'm sure some penalties will happen. But wow, GG's to double A's. A great rebound from last week as well, grabbing a 2nd place finish. A nice podium, but Cookie, again, he's my driver of the day tonight. Congratulations to Cookie. Absolutely flew. Now, guys, you're going to see me walk off camera because usually I rely on my co-commentator to drag people into our interview room, but I don't have that right now. So if you guys are Cookie, double A's, or Snaky, or if you guys are in this chat right now, if you're able to do me a favor and tag in Tier 1 chat to have Cookie, double A's, and Snaky all move to the interview room, that would be lovely. I'm going to be bringing in 2 at a time this time around so I can even out the cameras. Okay. I'm going to walk away from the camera, but I'll be right here. You guys will hear me. Don't worry. I'm still here. I'm still here, guys. Don't worry. Okay? I'm still here. I'm still here, baby girl. Let's do it that, or I can have just one person. Actually, instead of 2 people in, come out. Would you do me a favor? Would you join would you join the Discord VC1? Lovely. We'll go ahead and get some interviews in here. How's that sound, guys? Let's get some interviews going. Let's jump in and say hi to our amazing protagonists of the night. That was insane. Dude, absolutely nuts. Let's go to media box 1. And we'll see if I can get a screen capture. Boom. Boom. Andy, hello. Andy, hell yeah, I'm there. Yes, sir. You're here. That's funny. Oh, hey, look at that. That's me. Yay. We'll see if we can drag some people in here. If we can get somebody into the media box run, anybody just like a body in the media box one can mute, deafen, just so I can drag people into the interview room and have our podium finishers jump into the interview room, please. I cannot type. So I'd like to talk to you guys instead. That'd be lovely. Guys, what a race. That was wild, man. That was chaos. The Chaos Gods definitely did deliver. Jeff was asking for the Chaos Gods. Jeff got the Chaos Gods. Jeff, how are you feeling? I'm going to do an interview with you, Jeff, because you asked for it at the beginning, and you got exactly what you were asking for. How are you feeling about that race tonight, man? Because that was insane. That was absolutely nuts. That was literally as wild as it could possibly get. It was so silly, so crazy. So silly, funny, crazy. You know what I mean? I'm excited to read through this chat for sure. We'll see if we can get some people in here. I just need 2 people to jump in here for sure. We'll see. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and bring. We're gonna bring. Can we get our 3rd place finisher, Snake, in here? Maybe. No. Okay, we're gonna get double A's in here. Hello, double A's.
What's up?
How's it going, man? Wow, what a finish, dude. You finally got yourself back to the podium. Let's go.
I know. That's shit qualifying, but ended up working out.
You know what? That happens sometimes. Sometimes those bad qualifyings, or all you gotta do is just kind of try your best to make back up for it. And I think you did a really good job. As of right now, obviously you're sitting in second, but I'm sure you'll see the stewards room is going to be lit up. You were pretty much ahead of all the chaos, though. Did you see anything going on behind you, or was it, just kind of all a little bit too far away from you?
I mean, I think I saw Snakey, and I forget who it was, fighting a little bit behind me.
Yeah.
Otherwise, no, I didn't see that much chaos. Snakey and I bumped a little bit.
Yep.
But otherwise, no, I didn't really witness it. I just tried to stay away.
Well, I will say, you benefited from the chaos, probably more than anybody else. The scrapping for P3 was so insane. They were like, barely outside of a second from you, but they scrapped so hard, tried too much DRS chicken that they ended up getting themselves that 3-second gap, and you crapped yourself a P2 by just 600ths of a second. Were you scared going through those last few corners that you're maybe going to lose at the very end, or did you still have some confidence? Like, nah, I got this one.
I thought I had the pace regardless. I mean, I had no more battery.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was very close. I was sweating for sure.
It was quite tight. I agree. But you know what? I think you made the most out of the situation. It was it's a tough spot to be in for sure. When you feel like you're really being put to the edge. But to bounce back from your week last week to now, just getting super unlucky last week to now, you're coming out here and throwing down a P2, even with a penalty. Like, that's pretty impressive, man. So GG's on that. This does help your championship quite a bit, because the championship leader, Estenbaugh, nothing. And your teammate, nothing. And Xylo, not very great points. And Marcus Lids, no points. I mean, that helped you out a ton. Are you feeling pretty solid? Like, oh, hey, I got 2 more rounds to go. I think I actually have a shot at this one. Or sorry, 3 more rounds to go. I think I got a shot at this one. Or are you still kind of a little bit cautious and wary?
I'm still cautious.
Fair.
Everyone's so fucking quick and
crazy, dude.
Left. I don't even know what's left.
Hard tracks. I'll leave it at that one. You'll look at the calendar and be like, oh yeah, that's what's left. Okay, this is gonna be nuts. Yeah, it's gonna be tough for sure. But you know what? I think you'll find a way to have a good time there for sure. With your last few races, I just know you always find a way to perform. So I'm excited to see what you got. Before I go, any last words before we get out of here?
No, not much. Thanks for hosting again.
As always, yeah, of course. Great racing, man.
Thanks.
Also, if you do me a favor, just for the sake of positioning, can you stay in this voice chat?
Why?
I'll mute you because I don't have Andy in here, so all my screen captures look whack.
Fine. I'll mute myself.
Thanks, man. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna unmute Cookie. Cookie, unmute yourself. Cookie, unmute yourself. Flash, can you? Oh, now you can. Hello? Cookie, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great, dude. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
What? That was ridiculous. Like, honestly, what the heck was in your Wheaties this morning, man? You were flying from start to finish. Your qualifying was like really good, and then you go out there and just destroy during the race. What was going on, man? Is this just a track you feel super good at? Was it just something clicked on this morning? What are you kind of thinking?
Yeah, so I've never really been one to practice very much, but I've had a lot of Vegas races this weekend, and I think I probably hit well over 10 hours of just driving this track.
That would do it.
So yeah, that's part of it, but also I think what really helped me in the race was I was running like a really alternative setup. Like, I don't know if you noticed on stream, but every single time we went down the strip, I was getting caught by like 8 or 9 tenths because I was on like something like 21-15 wings or something like
No,
that.
you weren't. How did you make that work? What?
Yeah, that's why I had a blistering first sector in the qualifying, but it seems like no one except Snakey really like followed that route.
Yeah.
Double A's at the end, to give him credit, was probably just as quick as me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess what happened was people kept crashing. Like, I know Marcus probably had the pace on me today.
Mhm.
I could maybe match his qualifying, but probably not. But everyone just kept taking each other out, and for once I wasn't involved. And,
I know. Yeah.
yeah, it was a good one. I kind of just I don't know if I would have gapped so easily if people didn't keep crashing and not just working together. But
Yep.
yeah, no, my straight line speed was nowhere today. So if people caught me, I would have probably been a sitting duck. But
Yeah.
to one speed is just too much.
The thing was, I noticed everybody behind you, you mentioned they were crashing. They were also just scrapping in general. And it just let you just kind of cruise up and get that big gap. And you're right. Once you get that gap, you just keep the pace and there's no way they're going to catch you because none of them were working together behind you. None of them were leapfrogging and trying to, like work off each other's DRS. All of them were just fighting each other from the start.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is like once Double A's got clear, like he wasn't really falling off of me. Like I think we were within like a few tenths. I just think everyone kept crashing.
Correct.
Because I'm usually pretty quick when I get it right, but I'm not usually like dominant. So I think it was just one of those races where everything went right. The safety cars didn't help, but
Yeah, those were special. Hey, it was only a few of them though. It's better than a majority of Vegas races. Some of them go to 5, so we'll take that.
yeah, but no, it was a good race. I'm glad to get my first points on the board with
Yeah,
with the win.
first points with a win, man. That's one heck of a way to do it. Well,
did I get a poll in? I got a poll in Coda, right?
I believe you did. Yeah, you were pretty quick there. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I guess it's just track dependent.
Maybe it is.
But-
Who knows? Hey, well, speaking of which, next week, we've got an off week, obviously, for next week. But the week after that, I believe we're going back to, gosh, is it Singapore, if I recall correctly? Another streets track. What are you thinking about that one?
I won't be in the top 4 or 5 there. I'm not very quick at Singapore. Ever since I don't know why, but
Really?
ever since the new track layout doesn't really suit me. But we'll see. Maybe I'll.
Oh, I was wrong. It's Portugal. Next one's Portugal. It's in Singapore.
I'm pretty good at Portugal actually, but I don't know if I'm gonna be like top 3 quick. But we'll see.
We'll see, won't we? Well, man, I'm going to go ahead and let you go, but thank you so much for the great racing tonight. Enjoy your week off next week. Yeah, we shall see you next time.
Thank you.
Alrighty, guys, and that is going to be the end of our interviews here tonight. We still got Double A's face right there. Let me go ahead and give him the favor of kicking him out. Thanks so much, Double A's. Appreciate you.
Bye.
He says hi. Thanks again, everybody, for watching here tonight. Thanks for enjoying our mildly scuffed broadcast, but still lots of fun. Missing Andy, of course. We always miss Andy. But you know what? He needed some night off, and I'm glad that he got one. Again, next week, we've got a week off as well. So everybody enjoy your Thanksgiving break here. We are a North American League, so of course we do celebrate that U.S. Thanksgiving. I just want to say thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I hope you guys all had a blast. Jeff says, that'll bring more chaos to NA tier. Agreed, NA tier is going to be chaos. However, unfortunately, we have a man down again in our broadcasting, but today's been a bit of a rough one on the broadcasting side. We are not going to have a broadcast tonight for no assists. So if you guys want to get some action from no assists, make sure you find the clips that they're all going to have, because I guarantee you they'll all have some freaking clips. They're all freaking crazy people. And give them tons of love. Give a lot of love to our no assist commentator as well, Mr. Mockmage, as he is recovering from a broken PC. That is honestly more deadly than freaking strep throat, in my opinion. It is brutal. So give him lots of love as well. And thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. Seriously, freaking love you all. You guys are amazing. Until 2 weeks from now at Portugal, you guys do me a favor. Keep being wonderful. Keep making the world a better place. Love and appreciate y'all. We'll see ya.